Okay, so once you are done with that, we can go to global settings and now start looking at the authorbox settings. To that, you click on the ShareJuice Pro and go to the global settings. When you click on the global settings, you are taken to a number of panes, and the last panel is the authorbox panel. So here in authorbox panel you will find that there are a lot of settings. Let me take you through them one by one so that we have a clear understanding of what it does. Starting with the position of authorbox. So by default, this talks about where do you want to place the authorbox. So if you have not made any settings and if you are not ready for it, no problem, the authorbox by default doesn't show. So that means don't show anywhere setting is ticked by default. If you want to put the author box before content, or if you want to put author box after content in your post, you can always make that setting. Second one is author box display type, which talks about how you can display the author box. So there are three choices. It's like first is simple, second is accordion, and third one is tabs. So simple is nothing but just a section by section display of details that we are going to see. An accordion is like the musical instrument where sections open and close when you click on them, and the tabs are uh, the things that where your information is stored in tabular format. So you click one tab, you get one information, click another, you get another information. We are going to see everything. Next is the heading, what you're going to put headings for your various sections. So an author box is divided into three sections. The first one is the actual author bio, second one is the social media section, and third one is the post section. And you can have your own headings for each section. So if you want to change heading for author box, you can just go ahead and type something here and it gets reflected in the author box. Then similarly for heading for social connections and heading for post by authors. Having done this, we will move on to the next section, which is show or hide following tabs in author box. Let's say you just want to show the author detail but don't want to show the social tab, or do you don't want to show how many posts the author has written. So you can just go here and uncheck these boxes. So that means it will hide these two tabs or these two sections from your reader of the blog. Another setting in the social tab is how do you want social list direction. So there are two ways you can have a social list, which is like a list of social icons in a vertical format or in a horizontal format. You just make the setting here and they will be changed in the author box. A very important part of author box is the author bio template, which is what you're going to show in the first place. This is either going to be at the top or the first tab or the first section of the accordion. It is very simple. Basically what it does is what fields you want to show. It's like a template to show your author bio. So you can introduce the fields that we had saved in the remember in the user creation and editing interface, and now we're going to use those fields. So for example, if we have first name, this corresponds to the first name in the profile section. If we have last name, it corresponds to the last name in the user profile section, and so on. You have bio info, that corresponds to the bio info that you have in the user profile section. So what it means essentially is that the values between the hash characters will be replaced by the value in the field in the profile section. For example, if you have a tag which is hash first underscore name hash, it will be replaced by the first name that you entered for that user, and similarly for last name or for bio info or Gravatar email or FB URL, anything that you want. So if you're not very sure of what do you want to do at this stage, just click on fill default template. What it does is it gets the default template from the program and fills it there, right there in the author bio template, so that you don't have to worry about how to set it up. It's already set for you. If you want to introduce any of your field, for example first name, you just click on the first name and it will be added to the box. When you're done with it, when you're satisfied with the bio template, you can just go and click on validate tags, which will ensure that you have not made any error. When you click on validate tags, it will say everything all right if everything is all right, or it will give some error. The most important thing after this is this field called as show author boxes for these authors. If you are not interested in showing author boxes for all the authors, here is the place to filter it. Whatever value you enter here will be shown for that author on his post. So to demonstrate it, if you just go to the field, you will find a drop down which lists out all the users in your blog post, and you can click on the author list, any of the authors that you can check. For those authors only this author box functionality will be shown, so you can check and you can uncheck each of the author, and these will appear in the field separated by a comma list. If you don't want them, if you want to remove some of the authors, you can just go to the list, remove the checkbox, and that's done. If you want to remove all the authors, just click on clear field, it will remove all the authors. So before I take you to the author box, let me make one final settings. We go to the top of this section and choose author box location as after content, and choose author box display type as simple, and then we press save. And when we go to the page, we find that it looks like this. So as you can see, the author box has been placed below the post, and whatever template that you had designed is right here with those hashtags being replaced by the values from the database. You have social media icons, and then you have the post written by the person. If you now go and change the author box display type to accordion and press save, you will get author box like this. As you can see, it's very easy to read and it looks really cool. The final type is when you put the author box to the display type to the tabs and press save again and go to the uh, post, you will find that this is what it appears like. So you have about author in one tab, social media, and then other posts, and you can display it like this. So basically it's your choice. There are plenty of settings to play around. Just enjoy playing around and let me know if you find any problem or if you are stuck at any step. Thank you.